Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And we are back again for another week, bringing you our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. Our video is back this week because I'm presuming my Wi-Fi issues are fixed. But we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I ran a very long Ethernet cable from downstairs to upstairs to my computer. So hopefully that works, and hopefully I won't experience any more issues. How have you guys been? How have your weeks been?
Fairly busy week for me, more than usual.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so slow nerdy week because I had a whole bunch of stuff to do.
Mm-hmm. Work? Where have you been going into work?
Or is not well, I mean work, of course, but on top of work, I coach high school track and we had our championships this week. So between meets and practices going a little later than normal. Yeah, just been a tad bit more busy than I'm used to.
Got it. Jaja, what about you? How's your week been?
It's been all right. I feel like it's been super nerdy, but I haven't done a ton of new things.
Okay.
But you know, it's Attack on Titan season, so
It is. So we'll dive into Attack on Titan, but like first, let's go over some other nerdy things. So James, did you do anything nerdy at all, or have you been like super new?
Yeah, a little bit. So I watched the Injustice movie on HBO Max.
And what else did you watch on HBO Max?
Oh, I watched Peacemaker. I got caught up.
Okay, thank you. I was waiting.
Yep, I did get caught up on that. So actually, I don't think I watched this week's episode. I may or may not have. I forgot, but I definitely watched those 5. I'm trying to think if I watched the 6th. Yeah, I don't know, but I definitely did that. Still been doing some dueling in Yu-Gi-Oh. People are bringing out the corny tactics. So your turns, I think you get like 7 minutes a turn. And some people, they'll like literally take the full 7 minutes. So you're just sitting there waiting while they're doing nothing. And it's like, it makes you want to quit because you're like, man, why is this guy taking so long? But
that's kind of long. Why do they give you so long to go?
No idea. But some turns do be taking that long because people be going, they go off on their turns and do so much stuff that they need the full 7. But yeah, like they'll sit there, kind of make you want to time out or think that the game is timing out. So yeah, it's pretty corny, but I mean, I guess that's how people play. That's how they want to get their dubs. And so I got my booster yesterday. I'm a little bit out of it. I've been so tired since then. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm not feeling sick. I'm just like sleepy.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be a slow Sunday for me.
Hopefully we can keep you awake for this.
Yeah, if I fall asleep, don't feel offended. I'm just tired.
Jaja, what about you? What did you do? What was your nerdy things for the week?
I did start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Okay.
I was playing that on the Xbox. I'm not up to like the multiplayer yet. I'm still working on my decks. I'm trying to build a nice Elemental Lord deck, and then I'm trying to get an Ancient Gears deck, but I don't think the packs I can get that yet. But I've been playing that, and it's pretty good. I'm liking it so far. I don't know if you know, it just came out for mobile like yesterday or 2 days ago.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
You can get it for your phone now. And besides that, still playing Halo. Still, I'm watching Attack on Titan over
from the beginning.
The new season. Yeah, I'm already up to like the 3rd season though. Like I've been binging it like in my spare time. I did watch Peacemaker.
Okay, I was about to say you spent time rewatching AOTV to watch Peacemaker. I was about to be so mad at you. Okay.
I don't know if you want to get into that now or later.
We'll save it for but are you caught up or did you just start watching some of it?
I'll tell you when we start talking about it.
Okay. We can talk about it later. Okay, cool.
I'll save that. What else did I watch? Besides that, Attack on Titan. Oh, the show I mentioned last week, the Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime. Thumbs up.
Is that an anime?
It's like anime style. So it's technically, but it's like Invincible, you know, like
okay.
It's an American cartoon, I think. So I don't know if we can call it anime. Yeah, like I don't know what the definition on anime is anymore. But it is animated. It's a hero type like group of bandits show, ragtag team. A lot of like blood and guts and gore and cursing. So it's like on the like the Boys / Invincible style, you know.
Got it.
Very funny. From the get-go, I was like laughing out loud. But I definitely think that's a show on my list that I'm going to continue watching. And besides that, that's it.
I think it's considered anime if it came from Japan. I know a lot of like American shows are trying to do anime style cartoons, but I
Right.
still don't, I don't think that counts. I don't know. It's like an ongoing debate, but who knows?
Fair enough.
What did I so this week I started reading Attack on Titan from the, so just like you're watching it from the beginning, I was gonna read from up to where it currently is, but I started to read it, start all over, especially since I'm so confused. So I'm gonna take my time and just like fully absorb the story, and hopefully by the end of it, I will not be confused anymore as to what's going on. So I started that. I didn't get very far. I'm like on chapter 10 right now, so I still have a long way to go, but that's what I've been doing. Some of these manga readers are like really, the manga reader app that I'm using to read it, like kind of, it sometimes it jumbles up the pages. So like it's out of order sometimes. And then like I start reading it and then I realize that it doesn't make sense. So then I have to go back and kind of like reorder it. I don't know if that's just the app that I'm using or if all manga readers do that sometimes. But I don't know. It's not on all the chapters aren't on Crunchyroll. So I was kind of upset by that. Only like the first 13 chapters are on Crunchyroll manga. I don't know if that's just me. James, do
So I think it's by whatever tier you have. So you know how there's like a mega fan, I think that, or
that's
whatever
what
like
I
that.
thought,
Yeah.
but I thought I had a mega fan account, or maybe I have the one lower, like one lower than that.
So I did find a manga reader. It's a
Mhm.
website, but you can get an app for it. I don't know if it's available on Apple, but you should be able to get the website. It's mangareader.to.
Okay.
And like they even have some mangas in color and everything. So
Oh.
if it's like an animated manga, then they probably have it in color. So you can probably find Attack on Titan in color if you want to read it. So,
Oh, cool. Okay, so I'll check that out maybe and see if that works any better for me because this one has been getting on my nerves. I also went to the movies this last week. There's this anime movie that's out in theaters right now. It's called Belle. It's been very like lowly advertised. Me and my boyfriend went because we were looking for something to do and we saw that it was out, so we went to go see it. It's like a very cool like metaverse type thing meets Beauty and the Beast in anime style. It was a good movie. It was kind of weird, but it was good. It's like this girl, like she goes into the metaverse and becomes like this pop star type person, and then she meets someone in the metaverse whose avatar is like a beast, and then who like everyone hates kind of, but then like I don't know. She tries to figure out who he is in real life, and he's like a troubled boy who comes from an abusive family. It's really good though. It's good. I don't know if I'm doing it justice, but I saw that. So if anyone is looking for something to do, who's comfortable going to the movies, that is out. And
it sounds interesting.
yeah, it was. Watch a trailer for it. The trailer is interesting. So that's what made us want to go see it. So we went to go see that. And there were actually a lot of people. So for a movie that I'd never heard about, there were actually quite a few people in the theater when we went to go see it. So I don't know where this advertisement for this movie is going on, but I have not seen anything for it besides when I was intentionally looking for something to watch. But
yeah, I've never heard of this
yeah.
movie.
But yeah, there were a lot of people in the theater, so I don't know. So I did that. What else did I do? I didn't play any Xbox this week, but I'm gonna play some today because I just got my Wi-Fi rigged up, so I know it's gonna work, or it should be working perfectly fine now. So I'm gonna plug it up after this, and then I'm gonna go back to playing my games that I was struggling through before. And then I think that's all that I did this week. Yep, that's it. All right, so if that's all, let's get into some stuff that happened this week. So I find that this happens to us every week. I find that we record something and then some news comes out about something that we talked about, but like we already recorded the episode. So I just feel like
We
we're always
speak it
fine.
into existence.
Yeah. So last week we were talking about Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. And then I was wondering specifically if Sony was going to buy anything in retaliation. And then a couple hours later, it comes out that Sony has purchased Bungie, which is a developer of Destiny and the original creator of Halo. That news came out a couple of hours after we recorded. and I was like, dang, we missed it. But I kind of knew that they were going to buy something in retaliation. Who knows if this deal was already in the works or if they just did it after.
So the reports are that it's been in the work for like months, so like half a year at least.
So the timing just happened to mysteriously sync up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a little weird, don't you think?
I'm kind of glad the news happened after we recorded, because it was like we already had the news about Microsoft's acquisition. You know, it's a nice follow up for this week.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
It's like
that's true.
They're giving us a little softball. Because this is big news, even though it's not as much money, but I think it's huge.
Yeah, it's like a drastically different price. I think they purchased it for what, like $6 billion?
3.6.
3.6 billion.
Versus 68.7 for Activision
Ooh.
Blizzard. Yeah.
But okay, so Bungie was the original creator of Halo, but they're no longer the developers of Halo, right?
No.
Someone else. Okay, so
everybody, Halo is safe. All right, do not worry. 343 got us, okay?
But they're still the current developers of Destiny?
Yes, they are running the live service for Destiny. But from my understanding, that is what, like, Destiny's not going anywhere. All these games are going to stay multi-platform. There's too much money on the table. It doesn't make any sense for everyone to just play the exclusive game. But I think Sony's trying to get into the live service games. Like, they want to create a Destiny style game that they can just keep updating and keep cashing in, you know, the same way the Marvel Avengers tried to, and kind of like a WoW. Everybody wants a World of Warcraft that, that can just last forever.
Yep. Yeah, so it was specifically stated multiple times in the article that I read that that Destiny is going to remain multi-platform, and all the games under Bungie are going to remain multi-platform as well. So, you know, no sly tricks for either of these companies in trying to, you know, get them to create only games for that platform is what it seems.
Question.
Yes.
Do any of you play Destiny?
I don't. You know that I don't play shooter games.
Once upon a time.
Do you like Destiny? Do you think it's a good game?
I don't play it anymore. Put it that way.
Yeah, but you could not play it anymore just because it, like, you know, got so different, but it could still be a good game. I've seen a lot of people like completely like trashing Destiny. But
I've heard mixed things about Destiny too. James, what didn't you like about it?
It was like the whole game was a grind. Like, you had to grind in a sense. That's what it felt like to me. Like doing your raids and stuff like that. It was like, all right, where's the rewards here? And like you get like new equipment. So then you want to test your equipment out, but then you're like, all right, well, let me go fight someone harder to see how this gear is in comparison to the old gear that I had. So it's like, I don't know. It was a bit repetitive for me. But I only played Destiny 2. So the initial Destiny 1, where everyone was like super hype about it, and it was like a way bigger scene. I actually didn't play that. I only played Destiny 2. So it may have been on the over the hill, I'll say, by the time I got involved.
Got it. What other games fall under Bungie besides these two titles? Because that's all the titles that I'm seeing whenever I see these articles. Halo and Destiny. But like, what else did they do? Let me see.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean,
maybe that's why they bought. Maybe they didn't do a lot. Maybe that's why they sold for so cheap. I don't know.
I like Destiny. I think it's a really good game for like what it is. Like, it's a role-playing FPS. You're really like, you want to level up your dude, but once you're max level, it's all about getting the gear and the exotics and making your guy look super dope. So I know a lot of people who play that. The people that I know who play that game, it's like that's the only game they play. like
diehard Destiny fans.
It's a grind, but if that's your thing, you get your party, your little clan or whatever, and you start doing raids like that. That's kind of fun if you have people to play it with. Playing Destiny by yourself is horrible, but if you have people to roll with, it's actually pretty fun. And then the PvP is even cool too, like the arena style.
I'm looking here, and looks like pretty much Destiny, the in-between titles, and Halo and the in-between titles are like the only things.
That's it, right?
Really,
yeah. That's why it's sold
Wow.
for so. Well, I'm saying cheap, like $6 billion is cheap, but like cheap in comparison to what Activision and Blizzard sold for. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, let's see what they'll do with this. I don't know.
But I think I read an article saying that Sony has like 10 live service games planned to release before 2023 or something like that.
10?
Yeah. I don't know if I could find that article right now. I should have sent that to the chat, but I was reading it. They have plans to just go live service, make a few live service games. There wasn't any hints as to what those games might be. They just said they are like planning to do that. So that's what I see Bungie helping them with.
Interesting. Between now and 2023, we're already a month into 2 months into 2022.
Like,
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll see how that goes. That's very interesting. But also happening this week, GTA 6 is confirmed to be happening eventually. Who knows? But I know a lot of people have been waiting for this since GTA 5 came out in years ago. Like 7. Wait, when did that get? Like 7 years ago. Let me see.
Decade ago.
Yeah.
GTA 5, GTA is cool and everything, but they just got to fix the online. They got to balance it out so that
2013.
like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a few years ago. But
Almost
they need to balance out the online players so that like it's not the rich against the poor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So 2013 was almost 10 years ago, which is nuts to me. But yeah, so this game is in development. They said it's well underway. They said it's been in development since 2020. So they're expecting the game to arrive, but you would think that, it would arrive sooner, but it's expected to arrive in 2024 or 2025. So
I think they got to take their sweet time with this because it needs to look like near like real life almost. Like, have you seen the mods that people have done for GTA 5 to make it look ultra realistic?
Yeah.
Like, if it don't look better than that, then it's gonna have some problems.
Yes. So some reports have said that the initial version of GTA 6 could be smaller than GTA 5, with updates used to build on it over time. How do you feel about that? I hate small games. I hate when games that release at the beginning that are small. I hate that.
That's the live service
I know
model that they're trying to follow.
I don't like it though.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, bunch of DLCs coming out.
Especially when you have to wait. It depends on how long you have to wait for DLC. Like if I have to wait months and months for DLC, then I'm not gonna, I hate that.
And how much you have to pay as well.
Right.
Like Marvel Avengers was cool because everything was free, but like some of this GTA stuff you gotta pay for. Every expansion you gotta pay for or like get the money to do. It's like
Yeah. I don't
want to keep putting money into the same game.
That's true. But corporate greed, I feel like this is how people are going to continue to snatch money away from us, but we'll see. Anyway, you guys GTA fans have a long way to go because 2024 is nowhere near here, or 2025. So I guess just forget about it. Just forget you ever heard that announcement. That's what I would do if I had to wait. If I had to wait another 3 years.
Well, they just came out with an expansion with some new online story featuring Dr. Dre and some characters. So it's like they got new content to play with right now. So
I guess that'll tie you over. I want to interview a video game developer on like another video game, like that when somebody that works at one of these big companies. I want to know, or we should have asked Luau when he was on here, what the average time is to develop like a good solid video game, like how long it takes. Because I just want to kind of hear somebody's perspective. James,
be on the lookout. If you guys know any game developers, let us know.
James, if you meet somebody at work who works in the Xbox department,
I feel like it depends. Like if you know what the game's gonna be, like the story, and and you just need to just program it. I would say, depending on the size of the team, maybe like a year or 2.
Yeah. I would like to get like.
Yeah, I'll make it my mission to find some game developers. I made a game one time in college. It was pretty bad, but it was for a project. I took a game development class. So I basically made my friend and I, Carlos, we made like a side scroller type of game. So imagine like Sonic, but the character was just a cube. We were so lazy. It was bad. It was called Infinite Scroller. So like he just jump on platforms going sideways, and the main character, like we didn't even try to be artistic with it. It was just literal a cube.
What grade did what grade did you get on that?
Oh, we got an A, so we passed class. Yeah.
So it couldn't have been so bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't horrible. It was just very, very lazily done. But that sums up college.
Wait, James, you gotta give us an update to the Microsoft team you joined, the esports team.
Oh yeah. Well, so not much yet. The tryouts were, so technically the season's underway already. So I'm not really like on the actual competing team because I missed the tryouts. So, but I'll hop into Discord and see what's going on in there. But we do have like weekly, like there's a fighting games team too, and it's called Fight Night every week on Thursdays. So I need to start jumping in on that. And then for Call of Duty, they do like weekly. I don't know if it's practices or matches, but yeah, I always miss it because I have track at the exact time that's happening. So once the season dies down a little bit, I'll be a little more involved in that.
I would assume they have like a big Halo team.
Yeah, definitely big Halo team. But I don't know if they compete in Halo. That I seen it on the list, but the few times I scroll to the Discord, no one really like says, "Hey, anyone down for some Halo?" It's usually like anyone down for Smash Bros. Or anyone down for like God.
That would be interesting. I wonder if that's like a conflict of interest. They can't like really compete because that's their game.
Yeah, I'll dig deep and see. I'll come back with a report for you guys.
All right, so it's the second week of Pokemon Arceus, the second week since its release, and it is on track to be, it is the second fastest selling Switch game in Japan. At first, I thought this was globally, but this is just Japan. The first fastest selling game is what's that game?
Zelda, maybe?
Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing.
Oh, Animal Crossing. Okay.
Yeah, which I was surprised about, but not really, because I remember how many people were playing Animal Crossing in the beginning of the pandemic. Everyone was playing it except me. I played it. I wasted $60 on that game. But
I know people right now still playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I really wanted to like Animal Crossing, but it's just so slow. I hate it. I was like, this is not for me. So I feel like I kind of wasted money on that. But I thought it would have been Zelda. Maybe Zelda's like right behind. But Arceus has sold 1.43 million copies within 3 days of release in Japan. And then Animal Crossing sold 1.88 in the first 3 days. And then globally, I don't know how well it's done in the US yet. This article actually doesn't say. But it says it might be the second fastest selling Switch game globally as well. I still haven't played it yet. James, you haven't played it yet either, right? I'm assuming.
No.
Okay, and then Jaja, you don't have a Switch yet, right?
No, and I want it, and I'm just thinking about like how much it would have sold if it was on like every platform. Yeah, I want it really bad, and I don't have a Switch. Like if it was out on Xbox, I would definitely buy it. But it's like
you'll never see a Pokemon game out for Xbox though.
Absolutely not. But that's the only reason why. Like, nah, I'm not gonna say that's the only reason why I would get a Switch, but the games are the main reason.
Yeah. No, that can't be the only reason, because Zelda, you could play Zelda. That's a good game. The second one's about
I'm saying the games.
Yeah,
there's a few games. What's that game builder that y'all talking about?
Oh yeah, game builder.
Garage.
The game I completely I have not touched that in months. I feel kind of bad.
Man, Shannon, we were waiting on your Sailor Moon game. It's turn-based.
I was gonna say, I feel like with that one game builder game, it should be like an infinite amount of games you could get in that game. Something like that.
I guess, like I guess so. Depending on what other people are building. Yeah, that's true. You should just get a Switch Lite. It's much cheaper.
I'm going to.
Yeah, you can't dock it or anything, but I never dock my Switch anyway, so I don't really know how useful that is. Oh, you know what? I also, so like one of my controllers is broken on my Switch. I have to get another one, and I've just been I've been putting that off for a while.
Surprise! The Joy-Cons break very frequently, but Nintendo, if you send it to them, they'll fix it for you and send it back. So
wait, really?
Yep.
Yeah, do I have to have a registered warranty? Because I've had the Switch for like 4 years, 5 years now.
Not as far as I know. I think you can pretty much just send them in because they have a drifting problem. So like it'll move on its own. the analog sticks. So yeah, they fixed that for free.
I think
it takes about a week, too.
I think my trigger button is broken though. That's the only thing. Are they gonna fix that?
That might be covered.
Okay, I'll see. Yes, can you send me that link? Because I was about to spend like $40 on a new one just for one, and I was like, this is a little crazy. I don't want to. I don't want to spend $40 on one Joy-Con. So if they,
I got you.
Thank you. All right. So, is there any other video game news going on before you move on to the fun stuff? Well, it's all fun, but I want to talk about Peacemaker. We'll get there eventually. Some sad news. I know a lot of people were looking forward to the Boondocks reboot that was coming out on HBO Max, but it was revealed to us this week that it has been canceled. I was really sad about this. How did you guys feel when you heard this news or saw this news? Were you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I was definitely looking forward to it. For a while, I forgot it was even coming out. But then, yeah, that reminder, I was like, oh, wait, this is coming out, because I saw the thumbnail first, and then it was like, oh, it's not coming. I was like, dang, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. I wonder, I wonder what happened.
Especially after that conversation we had last podcast about the whole award for like black or what's the word? I'm trying to. It's not just black anime, but minority.
People. POC based anime and representation in anime and other cartoons. Yes, we were talking about that, and this always happens. We always talk about something, and then a couple days later, something else about what we talked about comes out. So this is directly attributing to that, because I was talking about how Boondocks is supposed to be coming out again, and then a couple days later, I saw that this was happening, and I'm just it's great.
We make things happen at Blerdsnerds.
We do. We speak things into existence here.
Yeah.
So.
It was a sad.
It'd be crazy if I get a raise out of nowhere.
Sponsorships. Who wants to sponsor us?
Listen, I'm waiting for Microsoft to call me and be like, "Hey, you want to be the official Game Pass sponsor or mascot? Just everything you wear has to have Game Pass or Xbox logo." I'd do it, Microsoft. Don't play with me.
Does Microsoft want to sponsor us?
We'll speak it into existence.
I'll become a Microsoft fan if they sponsor us, for sure. But yeah, this is it's kind of sad that it's not happening anymore. So whoever's going to create the next big, black featured cartoon or anime, it's your time to shine now, because I don't know what else is on the horizon.
It's coming. I feel like there's a couple indie ones that are pretty cool that just don't get any shine at all. But I'm gonna start doing some digging.
So actually, I was gonna kind of sidetail that. So I did do some digging, and since we were a bit disappointed with the offerings of Black and PLC content, I looked up for some different mangas by Black creators and about Black people and stuff like that. Ooh. And so I found there's an entire company dedicated. It's called Saturday AM. So it's essentially just diverse manga collection. So they have a whole bunch of different stories under them. Think like Shonen Jump, how Shonen Jump is a collection of shonen manga. So yeah, Saturday AM, it's essentially that sort of concept, but with diverse manga. It's a diverse manga anthology. So just a curation of different manga from Black creators. And,
that sounds good.
Yep. So one of the first ones I do want to check out is called Clock Striker. It's a manga. Yeah. I don't know too much about it just yet. I haven't read it yet, but I do plan on reading that. And then a couple different webtoons that I plan on reading in the next coming weeks, just to kind of see how they are.
So is Saturday AM a website, kind of like how Shonen Jump is a website, and you just go there and they have all these titles on their website? Okay.
So Saturday-am.com.
This looks amazing.
Let me look at it.
Here we go. Yeah, we gotta start promoting this stuff because
that's what this podcast is about, So yeah, we definitely should. I'm gonna try to read some stuff from here for next week. Let me see.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
We should all tackle a different
one
story. Yeah, a different one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know which one I pick on the chat, but I'm definitely gonna choose.
Yeah,
one.
Let's definitely
I
organize.
see the character that I want already. The girl with the metal fist, and she has the yellow shirt. We'll see which one that is.
Of course, you picked her. What if I wanted that?
Or I might see another one. Let me we get sidetracked. Right
we are. Yeah. Let's figure that out offline, and then next week we'll come back. We'll come back with different ones that we dove into. This is dope though. So I'm gonna plug this in the show notes of our episode. But just again, saturday-am.com.
Yep.
It looks really cool. Wow, James, thanks for that.
Oh yeah, no problem. So try to hold me to this, but I'll try to find a different like manga or anime from different Black creators or about Black stories that isn't trauma driven for each week through Black History Month. So we can uplift some Black voices this way.
Let's make that. We should make that a segment. We should definitely make
have
that.
Oh, let's do it.
Yes,
We have to.
and we'll name it something. I just don't know what we'll name it yet, but we should definitely make that a segment because I feel like that's important, and that's kind of why we started. That's kind of why I started this podcast in the first place. So that's cool. Let's do that.
Gotta do something special for this month.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's awesome. So just really quickly, Spider-Man No Way Home, the first streaming destination has been revealed, and it is going to stream on Stars at some point over the next 6 months. I was kind of surprised that it was going to Stars first, but whatever. Yeah, Stars. I don't even know how you. Okay, so does Stars have their own streaming service? Is that like a Hulu add-on? How do I watch
Stars? Everybody has their own
Power.
Oh my God.
Everybody has their own app. Stars, HBO, Showtime. But I feel like the Stars, HBO, Showtimes, those were like the OG movie like channels. Like the movies came out in the theaters, then they went to one of those, then they went to DVD, or they came out at the same time or whatever. So it kind of makes sense for me to get Stars out the way real quick.
So I don't think I'm gonna get a Star subscription.
Absolutely not. Wait till it comes to Netflix.
I'm actually gonna buy the DVD. I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray because another article that I put in here, the Blu-ray is gonna have over 100 minutes of bonus footage. So I want to see that. So that
might be worth it.
Yeah,
it's a whole other movie.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm definitely gonna buy the Blu-ray, and because I definitely want to see that, especially if it's more bonus footage that features like Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
So even though I haven't physically put a Blu-ray or DVD into any kind of player in years, I feel like it's definitely worth it. I don't even know if I have a way. Oh, I guess my PlayStation, I can put it in there. I'm like, how do I even watch these things? Computers don't even come with disk drives anymore. But just a FYI, if you're a connoisseur of DVDs and discs still, that you should hold out for the DVD to come out instead of giving another streaming service your money. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah, that's all I had to say about Spider-Man. Anything else about Spider-Man? How many times have you seen Spider-Man in the theaters? Did you only see it once?
I saw it twice.
Twice. Okay. I've seen it 3 times so far. And I think it's still in theaters now. I feel like this might be its last week of its theater run. Cause like I checked the other day and it's only in the theater, like there was only like one showtime, which was like late at night. So it's like on its way out. But what a fantastic run in the theater it's been for Spider-Man.
I don't know why I'm starting to think about Doctor Strange. Every time that Spider-Man movie comes into my head, I start thinking about the next movie and it's Doctor Strange. But I don't know if you saw, there's an article that came out that supposedly has all the rumored cameos and how much screen time they get.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's a lot of names on there that we haven't heard yet, and they're only in the movie for like 3 to 5 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes.
Do you have that article in front of you? I would like to hear some.
I will try and find it, but I don't have it right in front of me.
Okay. I originally thought that Doctor Strange was going to be a direct spinoff, or not a direct, but I thought it was going to be happen after Spider-Man. But I'm forgetting that this Doctor Strange was supposed to come out last year. So now I'm thinking that it's not going to have anything to do with Spider-Man. Like, I don't know where it's going to fall, like in the timeline of the events of Spider-Man versus what's actually happening. So that's going to be interesting to see too. Unless they I know they did reshoots, so maybe they did reshoots to kind of alter the story a little bit, but who knows? But it'll be nice to see all the cameos that are listed, even though I know James said he's trying to stay away from theories, but it's fun to theorize.
Yeah, I just won't get my hopes up.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to theorize. But I've heard that a lot of names were dropped in this as well. But I feel like
okay, you ready for some names?
Mm-hmm.
The characters including Billy and Tommy Maximoff, Black Bolt, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, the Ancient One, Sylvie, the Human Torch, will have less than 3 minutes of screen time each. Strange Supreme, Loki, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Rentra, Quicksilver, Magic, Jean Grey, and Maria Rambeau's Captain Marvel will appear between 3 to 5 minutes. And then we got Captain Carter, Professor X, Gargantos appearing for under 8 minutes. So those are some of the names.
So are they just zipping through like a timeline and just running into these characters briefly on a zip of time? Because I don't understand how all this is gonna fit into the movie.
They're trying to. Well, this guy is speculating that it might be some multiverse thing where they like just get introduced real quick, and then they're not really a part of the movie. They're just part of showing that the multiverse is like collapsing.
Interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out. I feel like this could, if not handled correctly, this could be overkill, but we'll see. And we have some months before.
Just a rumor, just speculation. It could be totally false.
It could be, because how do any of these people know this? But all the theories for Spider-Man were true, so who knows? We'll see. All right. So the One Piece live action has begun production. To all the One Piece fans who are looking forward to watching. James and Jaja, are you guys looking forward to One Piece live action on Netflix?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna check it out. I may be hate watching, but I'm gonna watch it.
After the flop that was Cowboy Bebop, a lot of people, I don't know why. Did you like Cowboy Bebop? The whole thing, like, it. Okay, because I watched the first episode. I don't know if I know we talked about this, but I forgot what we said. Jaja, did you watch Cowboy Bebop?
No, I didn't get to watch it.
Okay, but that was canceled. There were a lot of mixed reactions about it online. I feel like One Piece is a very ambitious thing to try to turn into a live action. So I don't
get hyped for any live action anime cartoon anymore. If it comes out and it's good, I'll check it out. But am I gonna get hyped for it? Hell no. I am worried sick about Avatar right now. Like I feel like it's gonna be the flop of the century.
When's that coming out? When is Avatar coming out? That's a good question.
That one, have you guys seen the Power Rangers they're trying to reboot? They're rebooting the Power Rangers on Netflix. Like starting from scratch. Like it's not supposed to like just continue from where the other one is. They try to make it like kind of, I guess, I don't know if it's gonna be more mature or adult, but just like the style of the way it is, it's gonna be more like the movie, like the first couple movies.
As a series?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll check that out. But...
I didn't know that. I probably won't check it out. Coming. I wasn't.
And then I think a Pokemon live action series is also coming to Netflix. So
I heard, we talked about that briefly when I heard that. Is it going to be live action like how it was in Detective Pikachu? Because that'd be kind of cool. I like that animation.
I think it's something like that.
Okay.
Hopefully.
But I feel like overall we should stop trying to make things live action. Just stop. Stop.
Yeah. Leave it at their medium.
Wait, did y'all see the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
No, I didn't.
They're gonna have Tails and Knuckles in it.
Well, yes, I knew that.
Super hyped for it. I thought the first one was whack, but I'm so like I love Sonic. I'm gonna see it.
I didn't watch the first one at all. I didn't have any interest in it. But now that you're saying it's whack, I'm definitely not gonna watch it. But
you might like it though. I didn't like it because I'm super nerd.
I don't know.
It was a cool movie. Jim Carrey, he carried the movie.
He always carries his movies. I mean, I'll see. Maybe when I'm really bored and have nothing else to do, I'll watch Sonic the Hedgehog live action. But
I got a cheap ticket, so I wasn't upset. I think it was like $4 from T-Mobile. So I was like, I might as well go check it out. And I mean, I wasn't upset with it.
Okay. I wish they would just stop making things live action. It's getting up to be a bit too much. And they're ruining my memories of what I used to love in its original state. Stop it. But I feel like they're just going to keep doing it. I wonder what anime they're going to turn into a live action next. I don't know.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably Attack on Titan. They're probably going to make that into turn that into live action too. In Japan. In Japan, right?
Yeah, there's live action Attack on Titan movies that I refuse to watch.
Well, I think Japan turns a lot of their anime into live action in Japan. Like the live action Japanese version of Death Note, I remember I watched that like years ago, and it was
Yeah.
yeah. But I wonder if there's gonna be like an American version. Like, is Netflix gonna try to make Attack on Titan a live action? We'll see. I feel like
Don't do it.
I feel like it's too
Please.
much. You need a large CGI budget in order to pull that off well. So I feel like they shouldn't even attempt to do that. But we'll see. Let's get into Peacemaker. Finally, I'm so glad that you guys watched it. Jaja, tell me where you're at.
I watched the first episode.
You made me look. I feel like you
Oh,
could have
man.
just. I feel like you could have just said that at the beginning.
Wait,
Oh my God.
time out. I don't want to come here and just like, we all can like what we like, right? That's
You
my
don't like
disclaimer.
it?
I was so disgusted with the first episode.
Why?
It was probably some of the worst TV that I've watched in a very long time.
That's
I'm sorry.
insane.
Oh,
Because
man.
the show is so good. I feel like you should have at least watched the second.
Like I'm gonna give it a second chance. I was going to before. I was trying to watch the second episode before today, but it didn't happen. But just from like, I forgot what the first joke he was that he tried to make, that I was just like, please, no, this can't be the tone of the show, what you're going for. Like, all the the jokes weren't funny to me. I don't know why. Like, I was just looking at the show like, what is going on? This is so weird. And then the theme song came on, he's doing the monkey. I'm like, yo, this is so weird.
The theme song is great. What do you mean? It's so funny.
The eagle was funny. I like the eagle, but I was just like, oh, I hope this gets better. And then I watched all the Easter eggs from the Rockstar. So I'm like, okay, nothing really spectacular is gonna happen. Like, I don't know if to you guys there's any like major plot points that got you guys excited, but I'm gonna watch it. But I'm just not that. I'm not that
Jaja,
excited about it. I'm sorry.
You disappointed me so much because the show is so
I
good.
know.
I'm trying to remember if I was. I'm trying to remember if I was hooked on it after the first episode. I think I was. I thought it was funny. The show's so good, Jaja. Everyone loves it. It's so popular right now.
I am the unpopular opinion. That's
you
just
are.
me.
You definitely are the unpopular opinion in that. Oh my God, James, are you surprised that Jaja doesn't like this show? Do you, after watching up until, I don't know if you watched 6, but you watched 5. How do you feel about the show?
It's a cool watch. So I wouldn't say I'm like pro Peacemaker. Like, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I mean, I'm checking it out.
Yo, Shannon's face is priceless just now.
You guys are really disappointing me. You are. I have to say, I've never been more disappointed, the two of you, than I am right now.
Hey, we watched it though.
I wasn't expecting that. I was not even expecting that. Holy crap. I thought James was on the Peacemaker train.
No, I'm not. I'm running alongside the train.
Oh my God. It's so good. I don't understand.
I'm a watch, because I watched I don't know if we can really compare them, but you kind of can. The Legend of Vox Machina that I was talking about. Watch like the first episode or 2. Like, the jokes that they make are kind of similar, like dirty jokes and like trying to be real, like on the edge. But those jokes were funny. I'm watching Peacemaker. I'm just like, nothing had me like laugh out loud. I'm just like, I'm kind of cringing. It was kind of cringy.
Really? I found nothing about the jokes to be cringy. I thought they were all funny. Oh my God. Wait, James, don't you wait? Okay.
It's
James,
the most watched show for a reason. So somebody's got to like it.
Somebody is enjoying it.
Defend your reasoning for not liking the show. What is your issue with just tolerating it?
So it is a bit cringy. I mean, the adult humor, like, it feels like forced. Like, it's kind of obvious. Anytime any situation being set up, like, oh, I bet they're gonna mention this in a jokey way, and then boom, it happens.
This is weird. This is the first time I've actually heard like actual criticism of the show. Everyone that I've run into has really enjoyed it so far. So this is making me very sad, guys. Very, very sad that you guys don't like it.
I mean, I'm still checking it out. I will say I'm not like, I don't even know what day it comes out. I'll put it that way. But when I see or hear, oh, new Peacemaker, and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't watch that yet.
It comes out on Thursdays.
Gotcha.
Shannon.
Yeah, but if
Shannon,
I
I
open
was
up HBO
upset.
Max, yeah,
I was
I'm
mad
watching
because
every
I
time.
was no lie, I was looking forward to the show, and even like the first couple minutes when it flashed back to the movie, I was like, all right, I'm hyped. This is gonna be awesome. Just continuing from the movie because the movie was fantastic. But then, just like his first scene, just turned me off, and then it just went downhill from there. Like,
Wow, guys, I'm so disappointed that you guys are like it. It's so sad. It's so good. Oh my god, I'm so angry.
I will give it a second shot though. I'm gonna watch the whole series. Maybe
You
it gets
should.
better. Maybe it takes a couple episodes to get into. I don't know.
I was into it after the first episode, but yeah.
But do me a favor and just watch. It's only I think the 30-minute episode, but the Legend of Vox Machina, it has a similar humor to it, and it's like ragtag heroes who like kind of like bandits. So it's a similar kind of plot. You could kind of connect it, but just check. I just want you to hear the jokes and their style of jokes. Okay. They're real. They make dirty jokes, but they were like I was laughing out loud to them.
I hope that I hate that show just so I can.
I hope you do too. I really do. That would be awesome if you just come back and be like, "Yo, John, that show is not funny. This is funny." Then it'll be like, "Okay, I get it. We just agree to disagree. That's fine."
Wow, you guys are definitely in the unpopular opinion about this show. I'm so shocked because I haven't really heard any bad criticism about it. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so disappointed. Well, I guess that's it, guys. Very anticlimactic. I was excited to discuss.
Wait, you could talk about what you like about the show. I want to hear like what you like about it.
I think it's really funny. Like, I don't think it's cringy at all. I laugh all the time when I watch it. And I don't know if it's just because I would make an argument that it's because I have a weird sense of humor, but a lot of people also think it's funny too. So like, yeah, I think that I
might just not understand the humor like you. Like it might be funny. Like if I just don't get it to me, but I know there's people that like it.
Oh my god, I think the story is really good. I think the character development is really good. I don't know. I just like I don't understand. It's just so good. It's just so good. How can you not like the episode? Actually, no, I can't even talk about it because I want John to experience it firsthand.
No, I watched the Easter egg videos. Go ahead.
For all of the episodes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. James, when Vigilante went into prison to try to kill Peacemaker's father, did that episode not make you appreciate Vigilante as a character?
Not really. I mean, that scene was pretty funny. How he started like a riot up in there. I was like, okay, this is pretty funny, but
oh my god,
he's definitely
this is awesome.
He's a cool sidekick.
I'm so heartbroken.
It's
so sad.
It's okay. I'm so sad. That's what makes this podcast also. We can't all have the same opinion, you know.
If there was anything I really wanted you guys to like, it was definitely this show. I just think it's so good. I think it's one of the best.
We got 3 different opinions. I hate it. James likes it a little bit, and you love it. Like,
I'm not even convinced. I'm not convinced that James likes it. James doesn't like it. He's just watching.
I'm still watching it.
He likes it more than me. Trust me. All right, he likes it a lot more than me.
Oh my god!
Yeah. It's a step above background watching. So like,
only one step above Batgirl. One step.
No, background watching.
Background watching. I put on the Rugrats before Peacemaker.
Oh my god!
Like, it's got negative points on my list.
Yeah, like I don't start washing the dishes when it comes on because then I'm like loosely paying attention, so like I'll be checking my phone or something like that. But
this is so sad.
John Cena needs to call The Rock and like give him.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Yeah.
John Cena is a
great. How to choose the plots correctly.
No.
The script carefully.
No, first the script is good. Once if you're only on the first episode, the story. I feel like the story is good. John Cena is a great actor. I like him a lot. I feel like he's better than The Rock. The Rock needs some pointers from him. I feel, because I don't know, but.
That's debatable.
It is debatable.
Did you see Jumanji?
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel like The Rock has more cringy lines than The Rock has more cringy lines than John Cena does. That's for sure.
No, you're right. You're right. But The Rock is also the highest paid actor in Hollywood right now. So if wrestlers could just come out and just have their shows be automatic successes. Who cares if they act? Because look how they act in wrestling. Like, if that's what we're going by.
Oh my god. Oh my god. First of all, I need someone. First of all, I need someone who loves Peacemaker to come on and be a guest on the show next week, please. I need someone to
I mean, that shouldn't be hard.
It's not. Anyone, please email us if you really love Peacemaker. I just feel like I need someone else on my side. It's so good. It's so good. How can you not like anything that James Gunn does? He's
got the millions and millions of people on the internet on your side.
I know. I'm about to take to Reddit and get somebody from the Peacemaker subreddit to come on the podcast next week.
It's gonna be a Reddit thread flaming me and James like, yo, these guys don't know what they're talking about. They should get their podcasting rights taken away.
They have no taste.
Oh man.
Shit is gonna be in the comments like, yeah, thumbs up.
Peacemaker is a solid 8 out of 10. It is an 8 out of 10. I don't understand. Okay, but that's it.
Okay.
I'm just very upset right now. Very upset. I just need to. I'll get over it in a week. We'll see. Moving on to something else that we all like. And just really quickly before we get into this week's episode of Attack on Titan, we record this podcast at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. So that is the new episodes of Attack on Titan come out at like 3-4 o'clock on Sundays. So when
literally right after we're done.
Yeah. So when our episodes come out, just be aware that we are talking about the previous week and not the current week, because just the way our recording schedule is, it doesn't line up with when the episodes come out. Anyway, so with last week's episode, I feel like I have a little more of an understanding of what's going on. I'm still confused, but it seems to me that in the short run, Eren is the villain here. Am I wrong? Is Eren the bad guy? I feel like that's what I'm getting.
Right now, he's portrayed as the antagonist. Yes.
Okay, and it seems to be more true than not with this last episode. He has crazy eyes this whole
Kind of
episode.
accurate. What I will say, just the manga comparison, like when they show them going through their dad's memories, like it feels like in the manga they only went to like certain memories, but in the anime it was like they damn near lived his whole life with him and was just walking through all his memories. So I thought that kind of gave a lot more context.
Oh, so this was added stuff to the anime?
There were some added scenes. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
A lot of the stuff with like baby Eren, a lot of that stuff was added. Like, yeah, there was a lot.
I have a question real quick. This is going back because I just started reading the manga. And season 1, when they showed Eren in training camp and he was kind of having like a hard time, like learning the ODM gear, that was added, right? That wasn't in the manga, right? If you can remember.
I think it was in the manga, but there was his gear was malfunctioning, so it like wasn't totally his fault too.
But I don't think that was in the manga at all though, because it just went from the first attack to then having.
You might be right.
Yeah, I don't think it was, because I was confused because I was like, "Where is this part?" But then it occurred to me that maybe that was added for the sake of it.
It could also be a flashback because a lot of the stuff is out of order. Like it might flash back to you, and you just didn't get to the flashback yet.
Got it. All right. So where are we in the story right now? Is it almost over, or is it like getting to a certain point? What can we expect in the next episode?
This, believe it or not, is the calm before the storm.
I believe it.
I kind of feel like we all watch Game of Thrones, right?
Yes.
Nah.
Oh my God.
You know what?
I'm like Jar Jar and Peacemaker. Watched the first episode, absolutely hated it. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm out of here.
Wait, hold up. Time out. Pause everything. You hated Game of Thrones after the first episode?
Well, no,
it was moving so slow. I was like, everybody says it's so good. Where's the good stuff? And then there was some weird stuff happening. I was like, nah, this is not for me.
I can understand that because Game of Thrones does take a couple episodes for you to get into it. I don't think that
which episode does Ned Stark die?
Like the 5th episode or the 3rd or 4th, not the first episode. He doesn't die in the first episode.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he dies like mid-season actually. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it does take a couple episodes to get into Game of Thrones. I don't think that a lot of people were hooked by the first one. You really have to push through it, I think. I mean,
when you see Ned Stark die, it's either you're not gonna like it or you're gonna watch some more. That's it.
I mean,
Because I almost turned it off. I was pissed because I thought Ned was gonna be my guy the whole show.
That's what
And
everyone.
then I was like, how could this continue after this? And then I kept watching it.
That's what people thought after the Red Wedding episode. People were outraged. I was very angry.
I'm still traumatized by that. You just I'm still traumatized by that. Like,
I think that was sorry, James, if you don't know what we're talking about. I think the Red Wedding is like literally top 10. It has to be number 1 of top 10 most shocking TV moments.
Top 5. Top 5.
No, but it's not
watching a pregnant lady get stabbed in the stomach is crazy.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny. But no, it's watching everyone you thought was like a main character just die, and then you're just like, what is this show about now? But then it it became about something else.
They had to put double kill on that scene right there.
But I understand why James couldn't get into it. It does take a couple episodes. But I don't, now that the show's over, I don't even recommend you going back and wasting your time on it just because it ended so badly. But I
think it was a good watch, but we're getting off track. I meant to compare. I'm comparing Game of Thrones to Attack on Titan. You're right. Because just rewatching Attack on Titan, the first 3 seasons were so heavily focused on like Paradise and the island and everybody in the walls. This last season feels kind of rushed. It feels like a lot of stuff is happening rapid succession. Like they just get to Marley, now they're back on the island, now they're going this place. It's about, I feel like a lot is going to happen these last couple episodes. Plus we're getting these background, like we just got an episode about Grisha's dad's memories. The next episode looks like it's going to be Ymir's memories, and it's like we're getting total episodes dedicated to these people's backgrounds. It's like I think like the last couple episodes should be action packed.
So do you think that it would have served the show better to split up this, when the Marley and Eldian arc into 2 seasons instead of just cramming it all into 1?
The way when you read the manga, it feels the same way. Once you get to the Marley stuff, everything is like happening very fast, and then you're getting a lot of explanations as well. Because in terms of like real-time stuff to do, there's not a lot left in the story. Like there's a couple things that happened and that's it, but like they got to explain everything that's been happening and all the reveals and all the why this is happening. That's kind of.
So do you think it was rushed in the anime too, in the manga too? Sorry, do you think the whole thing was rushed towards the end? No.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was. Like I feel like I knew what happened. It was just so much happened in such a short span of time that you don't really get any time to digest.
Got it. That is like the Red Wedding. You don't get time to digest that either. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to tangent back to Game of Thrones. But yeah, it kind of seems like that to me as well. I'm trying to read through the manga as fast as I can because I want to get to the end of the manga before the season ends. So I'm trying to just like go through these chapters.
You got it. You got like a couple weeks, at least a month.
Yeah. They're long chapters, but I think it's only like 150 something.
I think there's only 139, 140, or it might be 150. I don't know. But yeah, that doesn't seem like a lot, right? I'm on chapter 10. Nah. I could do it. I could get through it, I think.
You got it. We'll see. Shannon's gonna come back next week like, I quit. I stopped reading it. I just started watching it again.
No. Because I feel like I feel like I need to read it because I feel like I watched it before this season started. Like before season 4 started, I watched the whole thing over again, and I was still confused. I'm like, all right, I have to read it now. And if I'm still confused after I read it, then that just means that I can't process information well because I don't know.
I got you. I will answer every single question you have.
Okay.
But what I also was gonna say that watching it over, damn, I lost my train of thought. I'm trying to answer your question at the same time, thinking about what I was just gonna say. But there was something about the show I was gonna say.
Watching it over has made you realize what?
I forget. I'll come back to it. This new episode, yeah.
All right. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week or today's episode that we will not talk about this episode, but next week. Sorry guys, just remember that it's a catch up. We're talking about the previous.
Oh, I just remembered what I was gonna say. I'm sorry, Shan.
Oh no, go ahead.
You off. But I'm gonna say watching it uncensored, dubbed, it's probably like I like it a lot. Like I don't remember when it first came out in English, it having all the curses and like Like they be cursing each other out and all this stuff. Like
Uncensored dub. Okay. Yeah, I'm not
like
watching.
the
Wait.
dub version now is
Yeah.
I don't know, even on Hulu, it's uncensored, but I don't know if I ever watched it in English because I feel like the English episodes weren't out when I was watching
Yeah.
season 3 and season 2. But I definitely didn't see season 3 in English yet. So like just hearing the words in English, it kind of I'm a fan of dubbed anime. I'm sorry.
So do you think the dub is, because I've never watched Attack on Titan in English. So is the dub better than the sub?
If you're an English speaker, I think so. I think it gives more context.
Okay. James, did you watch it in English? Or did you just watch it subbed?
No, I think I watched it subbed just because it was the latest episodes out at the time.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've watched it in English. Okay. Well,
Yeah, but I have nothing against dubs.
I have nothing against dubs either if they're good, if the dub is good. But,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, there are a lot of dubs that are bad. So it just depends, I guess. And then it just depends on what I'm doing. It depends on how long the anime is. If I watch it dubbed instead of subbed, if there's like a lot of episodes, I'm not gonna sit there and watch them all in sub. But yeah, it just depends. But yeah, Aaron, I don't know. I don't like Aaron. He's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, but we'll see.
Yes, that's how you're supposed to feel.
Okay. He just grew long hair and turned into a dick. But we'll see.
Did I mention that the theme song is probably like the greatest theme song I've ever heard?
You did say that.
I love the Attack on Titan season 4 theme song. I think it's awesome.
I think it is good as well. I don't think it's the best opening I've heard, but it's good. It's a good opening.
And I feel like the lyrics have a lot to do with the story. Like I love the lyrics of the whole thing. Like it's like there's one lyric where he's like, I never wanted to be the king. Like I swear, like I never wanted to hurt anybody. You know what I mean? And that's like Aaron. That's Aaron's head. Like,
did he never want to hurt anybody? Are you sure?
I don't think so. At heart, I don't think he did. No, if you're watching the story, he's trying to free everybody, but he's gonna kill people who want to keep people as slaves.
True.
You're the enemy.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll see where the show takes us. I'm gonna try to catch up. I'm gonna predict that I'll be on chapter 50 by next Sunday. We'll see. I feel like that's
40
ambitious.
chapters in a week. Well, yeah, 40.
I feel like that's ambitious of me, but we'll
That's
see.
We'll
see how far I am. We'll see how far I am.
That's pretty ambitious because there's some chunky chapters, a lot of text in there.
They are. We'll see how far I actually get. I actually don't even think I'm on chapter 10. I feel like I might be on chapter 8. So we'll see. Anything else about Attack on Titan before we wrap up?
Must see TV.
Absolutely.
Yes. Especially, I feel
have
like
to throw a watch party for the season finale.
Oh my God! Wait! Can I just say something? Sorry, I'm in a couple anime groups on Facebook, and one anime group that I was in, they were inviting people who had like an Oculus or a Quest into their watch party in the virtual world. It's so cool. So like they had a video up, and they were sitting in a movie theater with other people who also had Oculuses, and they were watching Attack on Titan like in a virtual space. I'm like, this is so cool. So like I kind of want to be
pretty cool.
I am definitely getting an Oculus.
I want one too.
I want one so bad. Like
I'm definitely gonna invest in one. It just seems cool to like be able to like be with people, but you're not actually, without having to.
Like, just the way they said the TV looks. It's like looks like an 100-inch screen, but
yeah, it looks like a
virtual reality monitor. Like
it looks like they were in a movie theater, like watching Attack on Titan, and then they were inviting people to their Attack on Titan watch parties in the metaverse or whatever it's called. So I was like, this is cool. This is a good way for me to get into it because I want to go to Attack on Titan watch parties in the metaverse. That just seems like something that's cool. So I'm definitely gonna invest in the Oculus, throw some money down on that, and hope that it's worth it. But that was pretty cool. So if anyone has any Attack on Titan watch parties to invite us to, please do. Or maybe we can all start our own if we all were to get one. But I don't know if that's doable before the time the season ends. But who knows?
I think in a couple episodes we might need to host some therapy sessions. Starting with you, because you're gonna need it soon. You're just gonna be like, let's just say you might need some therapy because I needed some therapy after I finished Attack on Titan.
Oh man, that sounds crazy. Okay, no, I don't know. I'm scared now. All right. Thanks for giving me something to look forward to, or not look forward to.
Let's just say the Red Wedding is going to be pushed down on the list of crazy scenes that you've seen.
Really? That's a big
I
claim.
think so.
That's a big claim. So what you're saying is that we're about to see something absolutely insane.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
James,
right.
do you?
Well, he doesn't.
I have not much context of Red Wedding, but it is in some insane
Oh
stuff.
yeah, that's why I'm thinking he knows what the Red Wedding is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with it, but I don't know how hard it hits because I haven't actually seen it. But I've seen a lot of shock and bewilderment.
The most traumatic scenes you've ever seen, or horrific, whatever you want to call it.
The most shocked you would probably
this
ever
is up
be.
there.
Okay.
This is up there.
Ooh, it's kind of scary. All right. All right. Well, I'll brace myself for that. All right. Anything else?
Abbott Elementary is still really good.
Yes.
If anyone hasn't seen that.
Yes, it is. Make sure you watch
That's
that.
anime?
No, it's a regular. It's like it's Keen to Be's show. It's on you can watch it on Hulu. It comes on, I think, what is it, ABC, NBC, one of those networks. But
okay.
It's really good.
I gotta check it out because when James recommends something, I gotta check it out because he recommended some sleepers sometimes.
Yeah,
that Tokyo Revengers, boy. I'm still on Tokyo Revengers. Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, I still need to read that.
But yeah, Abbott Elementary is really good. So just make sure that you watch that. It's good. All right. So if there's nothing else, we will be back next week. But in the meantime, you can like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Blerdsnerds. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Send us an email at blerdsnerds@gmail.com or rate, review, and subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.
Ah.